haven't worn cat ears in so long, and I can't remember why I stopped. It's been at least 6 months, but this weekend I went camping with the gays, and I got reconnected to my cat ears, to my cat self, to my most primal self. 'Cause, it's been hiding. And an article dropped into my email about betrayal trauma, and I immediately thought about how I have been feeling betrayed by the profession that I found myself in here in 3D land and that I've been in for 10 years. Um, and it aligns with the betrayal of also this country and how I thought it was going to do so much for me and my family. But y'all, we are struggling. And I think the tears have dried out on that. Matter of fact, I know the tears have dried out. Um, lately, it's been very, very difficult for me to shed tears because the tears have dried out and become rage. And I got to scream in the forest this weekend, reminding myself that it is okay to scream. It is okay to yell. It is okay to frolic in the rain. It is okay to be seen by other people who have overlapping intersections. Because this shit is hard as fuck. And right before accountability, hopped on this live. I got off the phone with Google. They kept telling me that my listing is not verified. And I'm like, the reason my listing is not verified is because y'all want to charge money to list my business on Google. And every other time that they have called, there's been like $0 in my account or negative dollars in my account. Um, And I think people think that just because I got the DR in front of my name that I'm swimming in money. But this here is America. And only in America can you go to school for 8 years just to learn that this shit is rigged. Ain't got no money. Oh, there's a little fluffy thing that is flying past me. Thank you. I feel very seen and affirmed. Um, Anyways, I wrote a poem a long, long time. I was much angrier when I wrote this poem, but this article is now reminding me about a very, very tired Udim, or the Udim that was present when they wrote this poem. But I don't even, I don't even have that. I don't even have that anger. It don't even resonate with me anymore. And that is sad. Like this soft life error has been born out of burnout. And I don't care what nobody say. This life is not for the weak. This life requires so much patience, so much grace, so much forgiveness. I've been forgiving niggas left and right. I've been forgiving everyone, including and especially myself, because I feel insane. I truly and honestly be feeling like I fucked up and I got into the wrong profession and I feel so betrayed and I lost my father because of the struggle. Like, I am so tired of struggling and hearing my kin struggle too. Like, I feel so betrayed. And I'm like, I don't know how many more I love you, I bless you, I forgive you, I release you I can do before this shit gets better. I did not intend to cry. I intended to read what I wrote, but that's gonna be a separate post at this point. Because apparently y'all needed to see how I feel in relationship to betrayal trauma. It is very real. And not just within organizations, it's also within relationships, people. Like, I feel betrayed by my body that it don't work the way it used to when I was running myself ragged, waking up at the butt crack of dawn, trying to rush to the gym to then go to work for 10 hours where I then leave dehydrated. Reminder to drink my water because ain't no such thing as 15-minute breaks as a healthcare professional. What? You lucky if you get your 30 because Karen or Susan is sitting next to you wanting to talk to you while you're trying to document in your 30-hour lunch break about the patient that they had. I don't give a fuck about the patient that you just had. I'm trying to rest for like 5 seconds in between patients on my lunch break. Then you stay an hour over your time to then finish the said documentation because you didn't get to finish at lunch. In fact, your lasagna is even waterier than it was before you put it in there, and you're hungry and hangry and tired and don't have the strength to figure out what you're going to eat for dinner. Sometimes I wish I could be numb again. Sometimes I wish that I can go back to how I used to move, hopped up on whatever adrenaline I had in youth, because these knees they strong, but I don't know if they Megan strong. They stronger than Megan, but I don't want to carry the weight of those things anymore. Um, and I don't want you to. Like that's why I got into the profession of healthcare. It was to heal. But I too quickly learned that about not healing. Like I'm a healer. I'm Mbia Idiong and my spirits. They was so happy and so naive and optimistic coming into this land. Very jarred at first. Like my 3-year-old self was like, why are we here? Why are we in this country? You took me from there to here, and how is it any better? The common what is it? Common denominator, whether I'm on the continent, specifically in Nigeria or here, has been colonization. Sadly, that little red flying um thingamajigger that oof camouflages with the tree just landed on my hand and then flew away and came here to this tree. I don't know what that means, but I love being Nigerian. I love every single part of me. I love my queerness. I love my neurodivergences. I love the fact that I need 20 seconds to recalculate and come back down to earth during a conversation because I done already zipped past, swam around, did 3 jumping jacks and 5 burpees, and came back to the conversation. Like that's how my brain works, you know, how kink and BDSM language makes sense to my brain. How that rooster sounds like my uncle, specifically the rooster at my uncle's house in Nigeria, reminding me of home. Like animals, wind, birds, these trees make so much more sense to me than humans and this land. And although nature can be scary, I have never felt betrayed by nature. Never, ever, 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 ever. Never, ever, 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 ever. And I hope y'all can hear me. These headphones are new. The other ones were trash. I only packed one half of my recording implements because content creating, y'all, y'all pros and shit. I just be trying to heal, you know, and share and hope someone heals too, you know. But I need equipment for that. So I'm laughing at myself, also forgiving myself at the same time because I'm a human. I'm a real ass human, y'all. Um, and I pray that you have a wonderful day. I pray that forgiveness finds you at the most uncanniest of times. I pray that you get to see trees beautifully aligned, 3 in a row, and can hear the roosters crow if you want to. I'll post the article later, but I appreciate you for listening and witnessing. Ito, poem.